Hello, everybody, and welcome back to United Pulse, the heartbeat of Man United. So, guys, after 3 wins on the bounce, and I'd say a quietly confident press conference by Ruben Amorim, the question is really simple. Are we about to deliver 4 Premier League wins in a row,
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
or are we about to experience a massively upsetting relapse back into, I'd say, a previously diseased run of form? My name is Dr. Hargovan, and in this match preview, we're going to discuss Man United's prognosis against Nottingham Forest. We're going to go through some key points from Ruben Amorim ahead of the game on Saturday, and we're going to discuss whether there's going to be hope or heartache waiting for us. So stick around and we'll go through it all. So, guys, let's just get one thing straight. This is still a massive game for us. Even though we've won 3 games in a row, we cannot get complacent. I mean, you know how the media is and how our rival fans are. They're absolutely waiting for us to lose a game. As soon as we do, they're gonna be back on our backsides. Almost did it. Yeah. But we good. Yeah, so results absolutely dictates the mood around the club and the perception of our club and the manager. It doesn't matter if we're out there playing like prime Barcelona, like beautiful football. If we do not get the result, it means absolutely nothing. And I think most of us already know that. And Ruben himself has said that a few times. He knows it's all about results. I don't think he'll be going into this match feeling like super comfortable and content with what's happened in the past with the past 3 wins. He knows he is still under pressure to perform and get results. He is not safe. Even though Sir Jim says, he has like 3 years to prove he's a great manager or whatever, we know as soon as he goes on a bad run of form, loses like a string of games, they're going to be calling for the sack. So, yeah, I think Ruben absolutely knows he needs to go in and get the results, get the job done. Simple as. Oh, and by the way, just to mention the press conference after the Brighton win, I don't know about you guys, but I absolutely loved it when Ruben dished it back a bit to the journalists. This was when he was saying like they mustn't change their narrative now just because they've won 3 in a row. They must keep their same narrative. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. They've been disrespecting him, disrespecting his system, and now that we won 3 in a row, they're trying to say like, oh, now surely you need to get top four or else you're a failure. Like, no, you were like constantly disrespecting the system, disrespecting this team, and now suddenly you're making the target top four. No, 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 no. They just want him to fail. They just want him to fail. If it's not him failing being in the bottom half of the league, it's gonna be failing because he didn't make top four. Like, nah. So Ruben just shut them down. He was like, don't switch up on me. Keep the same narrative you've had. Keep the same energy. And I just absolutely love that. I mean, that must be said. He's a relatively young manager, but he honestly handles the media like he's been in the Premier League for 10, 20 years. Like, he just honestly sits them down, and it's just brilliant. But that was last week's press conference. Let's get into this week's press conference. So, on the team news, he was asked about Lisandro Martinez since he's now back into first team training. So, this is what Ruben Amorim had to say about that. Yeah, he said he wanted to make it for this match, but he won't be ready. It's going to take time. I mean, it's a bit of a blow, but I mean, I don't think we really expected him to jump straight back into the first team, right? I mean, he's been out for a solid amount of time. So I think it's best that we ease him slowly back into things. I mean, Martinez is such an important centre back for us. I think the last thing we'd want is to rush him back into a game against Nottingham Forest. He gets another injury and then he's out again for another 2 or 3 months. Like, I think we just need to take our time and let him ease back into the team. I think we've been super fortunate that Luke Shaw hasn't gotten injured. I'm gonna touch wood right now because yeah, we know that's a delicate situation. That's some fragility type of stuff right there. So we've been super fortunate with that because he's actually put in a solid shift. He's been pretty solid for us, as he always is actually when he plays. Um, but yeah, I'm not entirely comfortable with risking Martinez, so we definitely gotta ease him back into things. With more news about centre backs, he also mentioned our clutch player Harry Maguire is a doubt for the game. So that's a tough one. That's a tough one because whether you like him or not, I mean, Harry Maguire has been absolutely clutch for us game after game. So that's a bit of a blow there, right? Saturday is also actually the 1 year anniversary for Ruben Amorim since he took charge of the club. So he was asked about that and how it's been since then. So this is another quote from our manager. He says, it was a big journey, really tough. He laughs quite a bit here, but he was like, it's a big journey, really tough. Good moments and bad moments. I learned a lot. I found out that in my lowest moments, I can stick with the things I believe in. Today the answer is different from 3 weeks ago, so it's important to understand that. This is one of the biggest honors of my life, and I want to continue here for many years. I mean, he handles questions so well, but I mean, yeah, it definitely has been a journey. A lot of ups, a lot of downs. But I think what he said was about in his lowest moments, he can stick with what he believes in. I think that's super important. I absolutely love this. I love that he is stubborn. I love that he is relentlessly himself and believing in his philosophy. Every manager we've had since Sir Alex Ferguson, we thought they would come here and like bleed in their style of play and their philosophy. But at some point or another, they all give up. They all can't do it, and they all just give in to the same pattern that we have over and over again. And inevitably, it ends up with them getting sacked. So I think by Ruben really sticking to his philosophy, I can honestly see this being different. He's the only one that's doing it different, and so surely the outcome is going to be different. So he was then asked about Sean Dyche and if he'll know what to expect from his team. Ruben said more or less, against Brighton, we had space to play. We're not going to have space. We need to understand we're not the same team away and at home. We need to play better away. So I think he's highlighting there, obviously, that against Brighton, we did have a lot of space to play in. If you think about some of the goals we scored, we did have a lot of space running in, Sesko creating the opportunity for Mbuemo. I think it's going to be a completely different scenario against Nottingham Forest. They're going to be sitting back. It's going to be compact. They're going to make it difficult for us to try create stuff in the final third. So I think I can definitely see that happening. And then, I mean, there was these ridiculous comments that they also spoke about Sean Dyche's comments saying if he were United boss playing 4-4-2, he would win more games. I mean, like the fact that we're even having to discuss this is just such a joke. But anyway, our manager responded to it as he does because he is a great man. He said, I have a way of playing that is going to take a while but will be better. I can look at Dyche as a pundit or a manager. If you're a pundit and you don't say strong things, I don't want to watch you. So he's basically saying that Sean Dyche was just being absolutely controversial, basically being a shithouse and saying controversial things just to get the media talking about him, I guess. So yeah, that was just absolutely unnecessary. All right, guys, so let's go through the starting lineup for the game on Saturday. So let's go straight into it. In goal, Senna Lemons. I mean, no doubt, right? He has made such a massive impact since coming in. I can't even say the name of our previous goalkeeper. Like, it's just unbelievable that we had him in net for that long. Yeah, so Senna Lemons in goal. Wing backs, Dello and Ahmad. Ahmad, I mean, we don't need to say anything. He's absolutely perfect in that role. Attacking flair, creativity, but also runs back and actually is quite impressive with his strength. So yeah, and then Dallo on the left. I think Dallo is just more in favor at the moment, and Dorgu's last appearance wasn't all that great, to be honest. So yeah, midfield two, stock standard, Bruno Casemiro. We know that's going to happen. Ugarte and Mainu are kind of just sitting back waiting for their chance. Yeah, it is what it is, to be honest. And then I think he's going to go with a front three of Mbuemo, Cunha, and Mount, actually. I know some of you guys would prefer Sheshko or might even think he will go with Sheshko. But I just think he would go with Mount in this sort of game. As he mentioned, Nottingham is going to be sitting quite deep, keeping things compact. So I think Mount might actually suit that play a bit better for a bit more creativity, maybe finding a pass. So yeah, I think Mason Mount will be suited in this game for that. In terms of Nottingham, I'm not going to go through their whole team, but what I think is going to be interesting is the midfield battle. We have Bruno and Casemiro, but their midfield two of Elliot Anderson and Douglas Luiz is going to be quite tough. I mean, Elliot Anderson, young, up and coming, but he's going to want to make an impression against United. I feel this is the type of game where he's going to want to step up and really showcase what he has to offer. So I think he's going to be quite a threat. And Douglas Luiz, not always getting the most praise, but strong midfielder, quite well rounded. So I think it's going to be quite tough. I mean, Casemiro for us has been solid. My worry is with Bruno. In that role, Defensively, he's not 100% there, of course. I think we've conceded a couple goals because of him not running with his man. So I'm a bit worried about the midfield. That could be a bit of a game changer here. But ultimately, guys, I am confident we are gonna get our fourth win in a row. Things are looking up. We're gonna do it. United. But hey, that's just me. I want to know what you guys think. Are we going to be filled with hope or heartache after the game on Saturday? Why don't you let me know in the comments and I'll be sure to give it a mention when you tune in to our post match reaction. I'll catch you guys next time. For now, I am out.